Welcome to another Hampshire Wellbeing Centre video today. Here at the Achilles Bowl clinic on site, great location to come and have your rehabilitation. This is a series of videos, so if you have missed any, please check out the Facebook page and our Twitter page and you can catch up on what we've already done. Today we're talking about Achilles pain, and most runners will have had some Achilles pain at some time. Sometimes it's in the middle part of the tendon, sometimes it's right where it joins onto the foot, or sometimes a little higher up. If it's mild discomfort, it's worth trying this taping to see whether or not it can be helpful to get rid of your symptoms. If it's more discomfort, worse when you're running, it's worth getting it looked at sooner rather than later. But if it's just an uncomfy ache in the tendon, you can try a simple taping strategy like this, see if it's helpful at all. This is really simple. We're only going to use our K tape today, 5cm K tape. Plenty of variety out there on the market, so have a look and see what suits you best. And then we're going to use the pre-spray. It's a lovely hot day, so what we don't want is for the tape to fall up just because the skin is getting a bit moist with perspiration. So very gently squeeze the spray on. You don't need to use huge amounts, so don't fully depress the nozzle and give it a full lather in. Just a gentle spray over, and even outside that'll still be enough on the skin to give us a good stick. So making sure whenever you're overusing our tape, measure from the bottom of the heel, where the bottom of the heel starts, measuring through to the bottom of where the big part of the bulky calf muscle is, and that gives us enough tape to do our first part. Whenever using K-tape, we always have to round off the edges, making sure that we're folding it through, just taking the corners off the tape, not too much, we don't want to waste the tape, but just to make sure that it sticks. Gently prising it apart, and then we can fold these bits over to make the tabs. So just try not to touch the sticky part. On the back of the heel, there's no tension through that part, so that just goes down as a tab. Now we can go 100% tension, no tension, about 50% tension, and don't try and stick it to the Achilles as you go. You want to stick it above the Achilles where the muscle starts, so 50% tension, sticking it down there. Carry on with 50% tension up the calf a little way, pressing it down, and then that last bit, no tension there. And then that gives you a chance, then we can mould the tape around the Achilles much better now. So working back down, just pressing your thumbs either side, and we usually end up with a little ridge over the Achilles itself. Absolutely fine. What we don't want is to be pulling the Achilles itself, so we're just putting the tension through there. Now on its own, this will probably do you quite nicely if you've got pain in the centre. If it's a little bit higher, it could be a bit more to do with the muscles, maybe a low level tear to some of the muscles that you're recovering from. We're going to do another strip then that comes up over the side of the gastrocnemius, so the bigger part of the calf muscle. Same measuring as before. We're just going to take it a tad higher. We're still going to round off the ends as we did last time. And then we're going to split the tape in half, about half the length of the tape itself. So if I fold that in half, you can see we've cut it pretty much halfway. Now I find it easier to put a tear in already where the split in the tape begins. So 2 tears there. And then we're going to start from the bottom, work our way up, exactly the same as the first piece. So pop our tabs on, coming over the heel. Always try and stick the K-tape onto skin as opposed to onto tape that's already there. So no tension in that first part, nice stretch there, 50%, coming up over the Achilles itself. Get rid of that bit. 50% tension over the Achilles, carry on that tension, and then we've got these 2 strips we can work with. So pulling one back, carry on that 50% tension. You're going to come around the muscle belly all the way up to the top of the leg, and then just no tension on that last section there. So we've got a bit of an arc following that muscle belly down here. And we do exactly the same then to balance it on the other side. So carrying our 50% tension, following the muscle belly out and around, and then no tension. And then these two bits just come to touch each other at the top. And as last time then, just use our thumbs just to pull the tape down in place. So just to summarise, this tape here can be used for people who've got Achilles pain in what we call the mid portion of the Achilles, even if it's joining onto the heel, what we call insertional pain, or even if it's just a little bit in coming into the muscle bellies at the top. You can use one strip underneath just to offload the Achilles itself, or we can split it around here and bring it onto the calf muscle if we wanted to try and get a bit more offload from the muscle itself. Once in place, as the foot goes up and down, this tape just helps to feed into the muscles. We get improved proprioception of the muscles, and then that'll hopefully give us enough of an offload through the tendon to help reduce any discomfort being felt. If it stays painful or if it gets worse, don't try to tape and hide the pain. Come and see a professional, let us give our opinion and get you back to fitness as soon as possible.